Hey everyone, Shark here, and a lot of people with extra Primo Gems have been asking what is the best use for them, C1 Neuvillette, his signature weapon, or getting Zhongli. Right off the bat, I need to tell you that you don't need any of these things because C0 Neuvillette is very strong already. But if you are one of those people with some extra Primo Gems and you want to invest a little bit more, this video is for you. The bad news is that this question is hard to answer because all of the options are a noticeable improvement for your account, but since everyone's account is at different stages, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. However, what I'll do is give you clear guidance about which option is best for you based on your account status and overall gameplay goals. That should help clarify this difficult choice and help you make your decision a lot easier. So let's get into when it's best to have Neuvillette's Constellation 1, his signature weapon, or to get Zhongli. Neuvillette's first constellation automatically gives him a Draconic Glory stack and gives him 100% resistance to interruption. Neuvillette can have up to 3 Draconic Glory stacks, with the first 2 giving him a modest boost to his charge attack damage, and the last stack giving him a significant boost in damage. You get these stacks by triggering 3 unique Hydro reactions, so getting 1 stack for free makes his team building a lot easier without losing out on damage. It also makes it so there are no downsides to running him with his best support, Farina. The interruption resistance provided by his C1 also feels great, but players with this constellation do need to be careful because they may not notice when Neuvillette is taking damage since he will no longer get knocked out of his charged attack. Overall, Neuvillette's Constellation 1 is a 24% increase in damage over his Constellation 0. It allows for more flexible teams without sacrificing damage. The interruption resistance is super nice, especially for mobile players or players with high ping. His signature weapon, the Tome of Eternal Flow, is a bigger damage increase, and it still manages to bring some utility. It's a great stat stick for him, giving him a lot of extra crit damage, but also increasing his charge attack damage, and it even gives him back energy, which is honestly a great mix of damage and utility, making your rotations feel a lot smoother. His signature weapon is a 38% DPS increase over the free-to-play option, the Prototype Amber, which is actually a lot more of an increase compared to what other characters get from their signature weapons. And finally, we have Zhongli. He gives you a really chunky shield and offers other types of support. He can shred all elemental and physical resistance by 20%, and his pillar reacts with the Hydro that Neuvillette provides, giving him a stack of Draconic Glory. He can also hold the Favonius Lance and proc it off-field thanks to his pillar's small AoE. And of course, he is an incredibly good shield character that you can play in just about any team that has an open slot. Overall, Zhongli is about a 4% DPS increase in most teams, but that number can vary and go a bit higher, especially if you pair Neuvillette, Zhongli, and Kazuha together, as they can stack the Hydra Res Shred a lot more. But people are not getting Zhongli for his damage amplifying abilities. They're getting him for his shield and because he's another 5-star character. So which of these options are best for you? Let's go over the considerations. Neuvillette's Constellation 1 is best for those who have Neuvillette and want a good mix of damage, utility, and flexibility. His C1 makes team building with him so much easier, and it also makes playing him a lot more comfortable since you don't have to worry about getting knocked out of your charged attacks. And if you want to get a C1, you don't need to wish for Zhongli, at least for any Neuvillette team. The damage increase from this constellation is also pretty nice, and this is really just best for people who want the most well-rounded and versatile Neuvillette and plan to play him a lot, especially if you are a mobile player or if you have Farina. Neuvillette's signature weapon is best for those who care about damage above all else. If you don't have trouble avoiding enemies while in your special charged attack state and just want to pump out as much damage as you can, then his signature weapon is for you. This is best for people who want to try and speedrun or complete endgame content like the Spiral Abyss as fast as they can. If you have a philosophy of, the monsters can't beat me if I beat them first, then his signature weapon may be your style. Just know that you won't get the comfort that the other options provide. Finally, Zhongli is best for people who value comfort and variety on their accounts and don't care too much about beating more endgame content like the Spiral Abyss. Zhongli can be used literally everywhere, and he makes the game feel a lot more cozy to play, since his shield can be ridiculously durable. Zhongli does not provide much in terms of damage boosts for Neuvillette, but if you're the type of person who wants to play many different types of teams and want a variety and lots of characters to play with in domains and bosses and overworld content, then Zhongli is your choice. So if you just want to chill and play with a team of whatever characters you like and not worry about being knocked around by enemies, especially if you have high ping, then Zhongli is best for you. So these are the main guidelines on what to choose, but there's still a big unknown that's incredibly important, and that is the 4 stars on the banners. Currently, we do not know the 4-star characters or weapons on the banners, and that can be a big determining factor for most people. If the 4-star characters are really good, then the value of wishing for Neuvillette's Constellation 1 goes up quite a bit. Characters like Fischl, Beidou, Yao Yao, Sucrose, and Layla are great with Neuvillette, but they're also just really good characters to have and they make your account a lot stronger. And if the 4 stars are really bad on the character banner, but the weapon banner has good 4 stars like the Vivonius weapon series, that can be a lot more valuable for you. We do know that the Vortex Vanquisher will be on the weapon banner as it's Zhongli's signature weapon, but it's also one of the worst 5-star weapons in the entire game, so that's already a strike against the weapon banner. The new catalyst, the Wave Riding Whirl, will probably be on this weapon banner as well. It has an energy recharge substat, and it increases the wielder's HP when there's another character of the same element on the team. It's a suitable 4-star catalyst for Neuvillette, but really only at high refinements. So that makes it not really worth wishing on this banner for that weapon, since attempting to get a specific 4-star is much worse on the weapon banner than it is to try and get a specific 4-star on the character banner, and there's a lot of stories about how that can go really badly. So once we know the 4 stars on the character and weapon banners, we can make an even better determination, but the guidelines I set forth in this video will still be relevant for what's best for you. But I want to know what you plan to do. If you are considering going for Neuvillette C1, his weapon, or Zhongli, did this help clarify which option is best for you, or do you want to wait for the 4 stars before you make your decision? Right now, I am planning to personally go for Neuvillette C1. I already have his signature weapon, and I plan to do a few pulls for Auroran already, so I hope I can get lucky with Neuvillette. Make sure to like this video and sub to the channel, everyone, and if you have any more questions about who is best for you, then come by my stream and ask me at twitch.tv/sharkheart. I stream in the mornings, Eastern Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. I love you, everyone, stay jawsome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.